All right, let's talk about those conversations. You know the ones, the high-stakes moments that can make or break a deal, a project, or even a relationship. Today, we're not just going to talk about them. We're going to build a toolkit with some proven protocols to help you navigate them with a whole lot more confidence.
Have you ever had this feeling? You walk out of a big meeting and your mind just starts replaying every single word. You're thinking, I should have said this, or why didn't I sound more in control? It's a totally universal anxiety. But what if we could actually change that narrative? You see, the secret isn't just to magically be more confident. That's easier said than done, right? The real key is to have a system, a simple, repeatable protocol that you can lean on in any situation, whether it's a sales call, a tough negotiation with your boss, you name it. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to lay the groundwork with preparation. Then, we'll dive into how to open with real impact. After that, we'll get into the tricky part, navigating those tense moments. And finally, we'll make sure you can stick the landing with a confident close. Okay, first up, preparation. I'm telling you, this is where you win half the battle. It's all about building this foundation of calm and clarity before you even open your mouth. So start with this, a single, clear intention. Just one sentence. It could be something like, calm the room and clarify next steps. This becomes your North Star. And here's why that's so powerful. When you commit to a slow, grounded delivery, you're not just managing yourself, you're actually managing them. Their nervous system will literally start to mirror your calm. It's fascinating.
And don't forget, your body is your first and most important tool. You want to adopt what's called a calm dominance posture. That means your rib cage is open, shoulders are back, and your feet are planted firmly on the ground. Now, this isn't just for show. This physically lowers your stress hormones, like cortisol, and it actually boosts the hormones associated with confidence. Your voice immediately gains authority.
And the last piece of prep? It's all about ruthless focus. Decide on your 2 points only. Seriously, just 2. If you try to land 5 different ideas, you're just going to end up rambling. But 2 points? That presets your brain for clarity and conciseness right from the get-go. All right, now that we're prepared, let's talk about the opening. Those first 30 seconds are absolutely critical. This is your chance to capture attention and set the tone for everything that follows.
My advice? Open with novelty. Instead of that boring boilerplate intro everyone expects, try something a little unexpected. A question like, "Can I ask you something I've never asked before?" actually triggers the brain's orienting response. That's our deep biological instinct to pay attention to new things. It's like flipping a switch that makes people stop what they're doing and really listen.
Next, anchor your opening in simplicity. Please ditch the corporate jargon. Nobody remembers leveraging key synergies, but cleaning up our handoffs, or even better, cutting steps from 10 to 3, that's simple, it's visual, it's powerful. It paints a crystal clear picture that they can immediately grab onto. And try to craft a memorable tweet-length opener that they can easily repeat. Something with a bit of rhythm like, "Move slow to move fast on this deal." You hear that? It's punchy, it's clear, and it instantly frames the entire conversation on your terms. Okay, now for the main event, navigating those tense moments. This is when the pressure is really on, and believe me, having a protocol is an absolute game changer for staying in control. So here it is, a super simple tool, the 3-2-1 method. When things get heated or you just feel put on the spot, use this. First, after they finish speaking, just pause for a full 3 seconds. This stops you from having a knee-jerk reaction. Then deliver your 2 clear points, remember those, the ones you prepared. And finally, end with one focus question to gracefully hand the conversation back. Something like, "Does that match your understanding?" Here's another really powerful technique, especially in arguments or negotiations. Try to speak in short, 5 to 10-second sprints. Just drop one concise sentence, like, "I want us to solve this without raising voices," and then stop. Just be quiet. Let that silence do the heavy lifting while they respond. It keeps you from rambling, and it keeps you in control. Now, this one is subtle, but it is so incredibly effective. In any technical or leadership conversation, try swapping "I think" for "I've observed." You see, saying "I think we should change this" is just a soft opinion, but saying "I've observed our scrap rate drops when we run X procedure," well, that's a data point. And that's really the key takeaway here. You're not just sharing a thought, you're sending a credibility signal. By grounding your recommendation in observation and facts, you make your point far, far more persuasive. And remember to use powerful questions that pull people into problem-solving with you,
Instead of just pushing your idea, ask a question like this one. It triggers something called the curiosity loop, the brain's deep desire to close a gap in knowledge. It totally bypasses their defenses and shifts their focus from objections to actual solutions.
We're almost there. Let's talk about closing this out. A strong close is what ensures you end the conversation with connection, with total clarity in what's next, and with a firm commitment from everyone involved.
In any disagreement, mutual respect is everything. Let them finish their point completely, without interruption. Now, if you're interrupted, don't get angry. Just calmly and firmly state, "I gave you 2 minutes, can I get the same?" It's not aggressive, it just enforces fairness and keeps the conversation productive even when you strongly disagree.
Okay, and now for the final move, the cognitive close. Don't ever leave things ambiguous. You need to state your recommendation clearly. Say the words, "Here's what I recommend we do next." Then you clearly outline the very next steps, step A, then step B. What you're doing is making the path forward the default option, which makes it so much easier for them to say yes.
So please, never, ever end with a weak, vague question like, "So, let me know what you think." That just puts all the work and all the pressure back on them. Instead, a cognitive close provides a clear, confident directive. It shows that you're leading the way to a solution. So as we wrap all this up, I'll leave you with one final question to think about. We've covered a lot of powerful, simple tools today. Out of all of them, what's the one protocol you will commit to trying out in your next high-stakes conversation this week?